So it's been a while since I've streamed, and my apologies for that. I've been busy since of last week, I guess you could say. So yeah, I only just got back to well, not just got back. I only just got available to stream. So yeah, it's basically the first time I've been streaming in a while. So let's drive around the Stingray some more. Let's get some more miles on it. Copy Arctic Games style, I guess, of streaming. Let me get my faction reward things out of the way. Allow everyone to join in who hasn't had a, who has just seen the stream start. Probably doing Frontier Tour. And chances are I'm probably doing this solo. Wait. My sound's on? Yeah, my sound's on. Okay, I'm good. But you piss off with your thing. I'll just collect that money. Let me check on my phone real quick if the stream's going. Go to live. Hopefully this doesn't kill my internet. Okay, I'm good. As of lately, my internet's been crapping out. The transmitter and receiver thing is just dead. How would you call it? Would you call it the modem or something? I don't know. That thing is basically starting to die. Let's do Frontier Tour. Again. Just because it's the longest mission, this will keep me busy for a good while. Make sure nobody in Discord wants to join me. I'm actually in voice chat right now. But I'm pretty sure I won't have anyone join in on me, so I'll just leave. On my server, at least. What the hell? My Steam overlay got disabled. What the heck? Strange. Ah, crap. Oh, he just paused it. I'm dumb. Let me get my music. Is it this? Yeah, the banner. There it is. There it is now. Yeah, I'm totally professional. I haven't streamed in a while, so yeah, I need to get back into the groove of streaming. It seems like nobody's coming over to watch me stream, or any of my subscribers, because I've been MIA for like a week. So let's try and get about 500 miles on my Stingray. That's my goal for today. Get another 500 miles on my Stingray, or more. I'm not gonna be doing 1,000 miles. I'm gonna be doing 500. That was extremely close. Every once in a while, I should probably check to see if my stream is dropping frames. Whoa. Let's go, Stingray. Alrighty then. Probably start tagging at everyone on my Discord server, doing at everyone, so that at least everyone on my server knows that I'm streaming. And now it's working. Damn it. What was that all about? I only tapped that traffic card and I got spun out. this way I'm also getting overtakes. I'm also working on getting some awards done for the game that I haven't really focused on. Forgot that this is not a free drive challenge where crash cameras are pretty much disabled for the most part. Ow. Is there anybody even in my stream chat? If there isn't, I'm just gonna end the stream. Gappa. Over. Why is this happening? Nice dance moves, dude. Oh shoot, I missed that exit. Oh well. Should have probably gone to the left, but too late now. Guess I'll go around the roundabout thing. Oh hi. You're a little bit late, but whatever. I've been busy for the past week already, so I only just got to stream today. I had an exam as of this week, and next week I'm having another one. So I need to get to studying for it. I mean, I will be able to stream on Friday, I'm pretty sure, again. On my usual schedule, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Somehow, some way, I think I'm going to be busy as well. I don't have that many viewers today on YouTube, oh well. On my stream today. Seems like everyone's just busy today. Wait, what day is today? Friday? I think it's Friday. This week's been far too long for me. So I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. Ow. Whoa. So apparently I've become rubbish over the past week that I haven't streamed. Oh. I completely forgot I'm actually a much better at driving an interior view than in third-person view. For some unknown reason, as of recently, I've just been better at driving in this view. Ow. I can see the apexes and the chicanes and so forth. Perfect in this view. Although I'm driving like a complete idiot right now still. Taking absolutely unnecessary risks. I don't think I'll stay in interior view throughout the whole entire thing. I'll probably switch in and out of it. Man, I'm seriously just tired of waiting for the Crew 2 beta to come out, to be completely honest. I mean, it's only been like, what, a month since they announced the release, but it already feels like it's been years that they've been working on the game for a couple of years already, since launch, since the announcement, I mean. Almost missed my exit. I just want to play the Crew 2 already. And stop playing this game. Because I legit have nothing to do in this game. I mean, I have the awards to do, but at the same time, I don't know, that just kind of becomes repetitive after a while. Especially when doing the million overtakes or the smashing a million objects awards. Ah, jeez. Well, I'm taking a long way around. I seriously need to pay attention to the GPS more often. Oh, jeez. Okay, did I restart the mission even though I'm driving absolutely rubbish? No, I'm not. Should probably just stop paying attention to the chat. Although my phone's in a very, very awkward place right now. So I'll put it right in front of me. It's very boring when it's just me streaming. Hey. More beta registrations than any other Ubisoft game? How do you know that? Did they like have an announcement saying how many people have already registered for the beta? Because I don't see any other way of seeing that number. Ow. Yeah, that is indeed very good that they have that many people. But where are you getting that information? Well, considering that the Crew 2 is just basically a major step up from the current game in terms of just everything, it's kind of expected. And considering the fact that it's got Forza levels of graphics, physics that basically fully compete with Forza games, yeah, it's getting a lot of people's attention to see if it actually really is that good. Damn wall. Oh, Stefan Bailey? I don't follow him. It's interesting that Stefan Bailey talked about it and they didn't actually announce it on their official Twitter page. I guess he's probably the one in charge of keeping an eye on that. And honestly, I'm very, very behind on my videos, to be completely honest. I just haven't had the time to narrate, record them, record gameplay. I mean, I recently just recorded a video, which you'll be seeing coming Monday of next week. Which it's another helpful video that I made towards working on awards in this game, which are what the hell happened? But yeah, this is a video showcasing how to complete an award faster to help out some people. It seems like all the videos where I like showcase the customization and just overall just helpful videos, those are the videos that just get the most amount of views on my channel. I mean, that's to be expected, but still every other video that I make just doesn't work. And a lot of you don't know, but I'm actually a perfectionist in terms of my formatting with my videos. So if I see anything that that just doesn't look right to me, even though it's an old video, I will update the format so that it's just has the best possible chance of people actually seeing it. So I noticed all those videos where I customize cars, pretty much all the newer ones where I customize the vehicles in the game, I didn't actually specifically have like tags or whatever saying customization, tuning, etc. So I updated them, and I'm pretty sure now those videos will be getting a lot more views. I guess that's a lesson learned for me, and then I just update everything. that's out of date. Jeez. Apparently I just can't drive today. Oh, traffic. Traffic! No! What was the number, by the way, of beta registrations? I'm curious to know. Oh, jeez. I'm assuming it's something like maybe, I'm probably gonna say like 10 million. I'm just taking a guess on that, maybe more than that. I'm just guessing 10 million. I'd look right now, but I'm in the middle of streaming, and stopping on the side of the road to check something just wouldn't be appropriate. Whoa. Okay, so apparently interior view is not doing me justice either, so I'm getting out of it. Get back on the road, okay. Some strange reason I feel like I'm playing a Trackmania game right now. I'm only like 30 seconds ahead of the AI. That is so bad. Eventually, I'll outrun them. But yeah, to be completely honest, I'm actually genuinely confused as to why the developers are taking like another half a year to develop the game some more. Wow. So I'm assuming 10 million. That's what I'm assuming. But yeah, the thing is with the pre-alpha footage of the Crew 2, I'm confused as to why they're actually still working on the game, because it seems like the pre-alpha game is basically the full version of the game already. It looks ready to go. The assets are, most of the scripts are working for the things like the HQ, the drift spec cars, and so forth. I mean, it's kind of recycled stuff from the previous version of the game, but it's still surprising that they've got so many assets already working with the pre-alpha footage, pre-alpha version of the game. Do I have a Stingray? What do you mean? In real life? No, I'm not that rich. I don't have a car in real life, bruh. I guess you could count it if I had a little Hot Wheels version of it, lol. Or a model version of it, then that would be considered owning it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the developers are not just mainly... are just mainly delaying the game just so that they could get more cars, vehicles into their game. More licensed vehicles into their game, and also actually plan out the future of the game properly. Because it just seems like with the Crew, it legit seems like they just kind of built the game and didn't think about the future of the game. They didn't plan out anything that could be done for the future of the game, and they just whipped something together at the last minute. And just didn't prepare the game engine for those future updates. So that's what they're probably doing. They're probably preparing the game engine just for any future update that comes out, so it doesn't turn into this game again. It'll be interesting to see if the Crew 2 will actually get a map expansion. The Crew 2 has a very, very high chance of actually getting a map expansion, partially because of its brand new game engine. And this, I'm pretty sure this game engine just wouldn't be able to handle rendering a map that's even bigger than this. That becomes about 1.5 to 2 times bigger than the current size. So yeah, I mean the game engine already has a hard enough time rendering this map. So making that map even bigger would just basically kill the entire game engine. That's why we probably never officially got a map expansion with this game. And I remember as well, Mr. Krabs, when you were saying like how annoyed you were with the developers basically creating a brand new game, and you were annoyed with that. Well, to be completely honest, I mean that's a good plan they had there, and I'm pretty sure they actually thought about it over and over again if they could actually save this game with another expansion and so forth. And in the end, they just decided no, it's not worth it. I'm pretty sure the calling all units update was just specifically to test to see how the game, if the game engine could handle another update after this update, and after they saw that this game, current game engine was just giving them troubles with the calling all units update, just as much as applying it to the game, they realized that basically this game engine can't be saved anymore, and it's pretty much done for, and it wouldn't be worth adding more features to it. I mean, they could add more cars and so forth, but just adding more cars without basically anything to do with them would just make the game extremely boring. It would basically turn it into another Forza. Another Forza game. Not hating on Forza, but to be completely honest, their idea of just adding cars in and adding no way of like properly enjoying them, that's kind of dumb. That's why I didn't really like Forza Horizon 3. I mean, they added the Hot Wheels expansion and the Porsche expansion, which wasn't really that. The Porsche expansion wasn't really a proper expansion. It expanded upon the car list, but it didn't really expand upon what you could actually do with those cars. The Hot Wheels expansion was a proper expansion, though, because it added a new map, it added a new place for you to hang out on and drive in. Blizzard Mountain was the same thing. It definitely was an expansion, but nobody really asked for it. They just kind of brought it in just to test it out, to see how the physics would react, probably. Damn shook. But yeah, for the Crew 2, I really hope that they do like a map expansion for the future. I know they can do it with the game engine. The game engine can definitely handle a map expansion, and if they don't do a map expansion, I'll be genuinely surprised and just wondering why they're not even doing it. I mean, I understand they have a short development time, but since they already have the land, they could just reuse the current props that they actually have from the game and put them on that map. Where's the checkpoint? There it is. They could easily do a map expansion, adding in Mexico and Canada, and maybe Alaska and Hawaii as well. They could easily do those kind of things. And make it specifically so that... Damn it. Make it specifically so that Hawaii would be like a separate part of the map, so you'd actually just go over there and it would be just rendered as its own standalone part of the map, not just part of the US, so it'll reduce the strain on the game engine. The all the Hawaiian Islands would be really nice to add in. And they could easily incorporate a Hawaii teleportation system in the airport, since we obviously have the planes. And they could even make it so that you could just fly to the left part of the map towards like a little area, a certain part of the map which will actually teleport you to Hawaii. So you fly over to there and it'll say, do you want to teleport to Hawaii? And then obviously it'd say yes, and then it would teleport you over there. And you'd be on Hawaii with your planes and boats and stuff. Same thing with the boats as well. That'd be pretty cool to use the boats as well as a system. But I'm pretty sure they already have something planned. I don't want to, like, aggravate the game anymore with additional features that could just break it in the end. That's the problem that I had with the crew as well. Like, people were requesting features to do and so forth, and then in the end the developer just kind of threw everything at the game, and yeah, it just became a shitstorm after a while. It became this with the calling all units update, and then, like, yeah. I also find it funny. Yesterday I was actually doing police crate missions, and I was chasing this one guy. He was relatively close to actually evading the police. He was very close to evading the police, and then I caught him like less than probably a mile away from the thing, and he got so salty. And the thing is, like, if you can't drive it like a man, then don't play this game or something like that. I'm like, lol. I just found it funny, the fact that he was just so salty over the whole entire thing. And then after a while, he was just basically like, people like you ruin the game. It's like, it's as if it's our fault. We're not the ones that actually wanted this kind of expansion, really. I mean, there were some people that wanted it, and then Ivory Tower just added it in. It's the developer's fault for adding in a game mode like this that just basically breaks the whole entire game. It's not our fault. I mean, yeah, we use it, but to be completely honest, do we have a choice of not using it? I mean, we can use it. It's there for us to use. Don't get so salty over us using it. I mean, I don't understand why players are getting mad at us for that whole entire thing. I mean, yeah, I understand they get angry and pissed off or whatever, but don't blame us. Blame the developers for adding in this update. The game would have been a lot better without this entire update. I agree, for sure. Because they seriously messed up a lot of aspects of the game with the calling all units update. The police chases just basically being so darn easy that even a 5-year-old could do it. I mean, I have nothing against them. I mean, it's hard to bust them, that's for sure, yes. But make it so that they could have just made it so that you have to stop them with some kind of, like, spike strippers or whatever, or even just damage them out, just like Hopper Soon. I mean, that would be like copy and pasting, but still, that's just the simplest mechanic possibly you could make. Just wrecking them out, or basically making them go to a complete stop. In fact, they could have, dang it, they could have easily added in, like, spike strips or whatever into the game, which I know, again, that's copy and pasting, but that would make it simpler. Like, you just lay down a spike strip, they run over it, and then they just pop their tires, and that's it. And that'll just put an end to them, and of course they'll have a power-up to kind of counteract that as well. They'll have, like, I don't know, reinflating tires or something like that. They could have added a lot of amazing, just a lot of great features to the calling all units, power-ups and so forth. It could have been a much better expansion than it is now, but unfortunately, that didn't really become that way. That's not how it became. Calling all units just basically killed the entire game entirely. They removed the fun aspect of the game. I mean, you don't have to do the crate missions, to be completely honest, but yeah, they are there. They just kind of added in calling all units as an easy way for players to just kind of have fun with the game. Just one last time to have fun with the game and, like, easily get all of the rest of the cars that they haven't owned yet. That's mainly all that calling all units was really added in for. Just one last thing so that players can obtain all the vehicles, well, pretty much all of the vehicles, before moving on to the next game. That's my thoughts, and that's what some other people said as well. I don't remember who said it, though. Oh. Some people are even requesting, like, bringing the calling all units DLC into the Crew 2. Chances are they're probably not going to do that because the Crew 2 is mainly just going away from that whole entire street racing thing. I mean, yeah, it's there, the street racing faction is there, but I don't think that the police are just a major part of the game anymore, really. And having player-controlled cops would just bring the exact same problem that the crew has. And the fact that pretty much everyone hates player polices. I mean, yeah, they could improve it. There's always a chance that they could improve it, but chances are they probably would not improve upon that, so it's just best for them to leave that out entirely. Chances are they probably will do a calling all units type update, like that's the last update for the crew too. I can assure you that. But yeah, overall, like I said before, I'm very excited to play the crew too. I'm just wanting to buy it already, but unfortunately, I can't really. There are some sites that allow you to pre-order it. Some websites that came up where you can pre-order it and stuff, but I'm pretty sure those websites are fake. They could have some holding things, and chances are those websites could also be fake. I mean, it's on a Steam store as well, but it has no official price. That doesn't has the release date. It doesn't have any specifications on it except for requirement of DirectX 11. It's not even on the Uplay page yet. And it'll also be interesting to see what they actually do with the beta program for the crew too as well. It'll be interesting if they actually add in like some beta stickers, but then again, people are probably gonna get all salty, be like, oh, why do these guys get exclusive stickers, blah 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 blah. It's like, well, play the beta and you'll get the stickers. If you don't play the beta, that's your fault for not getting the stickers. It'll also be interesting to see how the beta will actually be structured with the game, to see what they'll actually do. I don't know if they'll actually allow us to play like with some of the family missions as well, which that's what they're actually called in the game. They're called families now, not really factions anymore. Oh crap. It'll be interesting to see what they actually have to offer for us on the beta. They'll just probably give us all the family vehicles and so forth to try out, just to test them out, see how they work. And yeah. Hopefully they'll also enable the rewards program thing for the betas as well, so that we can properly test out the rewards program so that it works on day one. Because if it works in the beta, then it will work on day one. If it doesn't work on day one, then it'll frustrate a lot of players. I can assure you that it will frustrate a lot of players that they don't get their rewards on the day of the actual game's launch. I do remember specifically back in the day with the 4th of July award, that didn't actually work. When the first time the 4th of July came around with the crew, and I've got a subscriber. Let me check real quick who subscribed. It didn't pop up, unfortunately. The sound played, but I didn't see it. Wait, could that be a Twitch follower for me? I don't know. I'll have to look on Streamlabs later to see what that was. What was on about? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh well. I lost my train of thought with the sound of the LFA. Of course they'll be releasing betas on all platforms. That's what they did with the crew as well. They had betas on every single platform, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, no, actually no. I'll take it back. No, they actually only had, the crew was... Oh, crap. The crew actually had its betas on, PC only. They didn't really test them on the console, but yes, they will have them on all consoles this time around. It specifically says on the website that you can sign up for betas, the beta stages of Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I'm pretty sure they'll all be on, available at the same time. I don't know for a fact, though. You'll have to wait and see when the betas will happen for all those. But chances are they will have them for every... They will have all the different... Crap. They will have the betas at the same time on all platforms. Because it just seems logical to do it that way. PC only, right? What do you mean? For the crew? Wait, the crew was, What do you say? You're saying that the crew was only had PC betas on it and not console betas. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, fine. Yeah. But yeah, the Crew 2 is going to be available on all platforms for the betas. Chances are all at the same time. Well, the thing is, I don't know how they're actually going to be choosing the people, but chances are they're probably going to be choosing players who actually participated in the Crew beta. Whoever got into the Crew beta, chances are they'll probably add them in as well, since they actually know how the game works. Or I'm pretty sure players that actually participated in the Cruise beta, the first game's beta, will get a higher chance of getting into the betas. How to say this? Basically, they're gonna pick people that they know for a fact will actually be able to find bugs with the game. So basically, people who already play the first version of the game, chances are they'll know how to find bugs, and they'll probably pick them. And they'll probably also pick people that have also played the betas as well, which chances are I don't think that'll be the case, because if they only picked players that played in the betas, chances are those people that played the betas probably have already moved on. That only played the first version of the Cruise beta. I think you get my point. I don't think they'll base it on that. I don't think they'll base it on whoever got into the first beta and who currently plays the first version of the game. They'll have a better chance of getting in. I don't know for a fact though, that's just my assumption. I don't know if that'll be the case. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they won't like pick famous people to play the betas, because that's kind of dumb. I mean, yeah, people like famous people on YouTube should probably not get the chance to no, not YouTubers, no. They already played the game at E3, so they probably will not get a chance. They will not have a better chance of getting into it. And chances are, if they actually just brought the YouTubers in, they wouldn't really know what to do. Like, take for example, like, I mean, how would I say this? Not to, like, offend anyone or anything, I really don't like Black Panther, mainly because he plays the Crew, but he doesn't actually play it seriously. That's why I don't like Black Panther. And chances are, if he gets access to the betas, he's not actually going to play the game seriously. And he's not going to properly test the game in terms of all issues. But players who actually love the game and play the game on a regular basis, they know for a fact the ins and outs of the games, and chances are where there'll probably be problem spots with the game. Meanwhile, the YouTubers will just probably make videos on the game just for making money off of it. Not all of them, though. Some of them. I'm not that kind of guy, though. I wouldn't try and make money off of a beta or whatever just from playing it. I mean, I play a game just to experience it from time to time. But at the same time, if there's a game that I just don't enjoy playing, I would not play it. Not even for just making money off of it. I would not play it. I mean, if I got a sponsorship, then maybe I would play it. But chances are I would not even go for it if they're like, hey, play my game, without even, like, offering me a sponsorship. I don't know how to explain it. That's kind of like, you know, it's kind of just what normal people, the average person does. They just kind of want money. I mean, the same thing with me as well. YouTube is basically the only way I can actually make money for the channel. I don't spend my own money on the games. Yeah, but advertising the game will just probably bring in players. I don't know. I mean, they've already advertised the game. They already played the game at pre-alpha stage. There's not really a reason for them to actually play it at beta stage as well. I mean, it would be nice, but there's not really a reason for them to play it either. I don't agree with Ubisoft's methods, like... Hold up, let me adjust my microphone real quick. Yeah, Black Panther became very, very cringy. He started making, like, these really, really cringy videos on his videos. Like these stupid edits, ear rape stuff, and so forth. I mean, some people would enjoy that, but honestly, that's not my style at all. He's just trying to copy PewDiePie, and PewDiePie is pretty cringy. I mean, like I said, people who are just basically... Famous people shouldn't get early access to the games. I mean, that's the problem with the Calling All Units update that happened. We didn't actually get early access to the game at all. We didn't get a chance to test it, not even do a beta test with it. And these like famous people on YouTube, they just got early access to Calling All Units, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna play this game." And they just picked YouTubers that had absolutely no idea what they were doing. Like Dai Denogla, I watched it, and then Wildcat and so forth. It was pretty bad watching them play. It was very, very cringy watching them actually try and play the game. I just couldn't watch them. It was very bad. If I cringe on a video, then the video is pretty bad. I mean, not even like cringe compilation videos make me cringe. Those aren't that bad. But watching other YouTubers just like acting like complete utter morons, that's what makes me cringe. I can't watch people act like complete and utter morons. Even if it's just part of their job. Watching someone like act like a complete moron, it grinds my gears. And it tilts me really, really bad. I mean, yeah, they get plenty of views, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of dumb that... How would I say it? Basically, there's one person that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, and he gets more views on his videos for posting videos on how to hack games compared to people who actually play the game legit. He gets on average about 2 times more views than people who actually play legit, and he hacks games. I mean, that's kind of to be expected, but at the same time, you know, that's really, really messed up. The fact that players that are actually good at the game get less views than players who just act like complete utter morons. That's kind of what I hate about YouTube and viewerships, but I just do it for the fun mainly. But at the same time, watching other people just get tons and tons of views from acting like complete utter morons and not even being good at the game, that really, really frustrates me. I mean, yeah, players that just... People don't come to watch videos just for watching someone be good at the game, they just... watch videos for the fun of it, and at the same time it's kind of dumb. I don't approve of some people's measures with YouTube just acting like idiots on certain games. I can assure you, if PewDiePie played the Crew 2, the beta at least, it would be even more cringy than Theo's videos. I can assure you that. And chances are he would he basically doesn't know what to do with the game at all. Basically, he doesn't play racing games and he just sucks so bad. But he'd still get a ton of views because he acts like a complete moron. But not trying to hate on anyone, that's just my view. I'm not hating on anyone at all, but that's just my view on the whole entire YouTube scenario. YouTube is meant to be for fun, educational purposes, not just acting like a moron. I mean, people who post tutorials on how to do stuff on videos, those guys deserve views. People who act like complete utter idiots in their videos and not play the game seriously, those guys don't really deserve views, in my mind. Yeah, the bigger YouTubers only really play Call of Duty and stuff like that, but even so, the racing game community is pretty messed up. Considering that the professionals get basically no fan base, they get called cheaters and so forth, and the people that act like idiots and just suck at the game generally, they get all the praise. It's so bad that just players that are actually good at the game get zero respect from the community. I mean, yeah, there's people like the Slap Train. I mean, that's to be expected. He's pretty good at the game. There's Tomcat. Tomcat 9700. He definitely deserves all the views he gets. He's a serious YouTuber. He does YouTube videos absolutely seriously. He does very helpful videos, and very, very rarely he does absolute cringe fest videos. That's why I like Tomcat. He's serious. Everybody else, well, they're not so serious, and I don't really like them. I mean, I've been watching Tomcat 9700's videos for such a long time. I don't remember exactly when I started videos. I just hope he gets 1 million subscribers someday. He definitely deserves it. He posts helpful videos. He posts videos that are entertaining to watch and not just acting like a complete moron most of the time. I mean, there's a little bit of it, but it's not like going past the limits like some people do, just to try and get views. He gets views just for being who he is, and that's why he deserves all of that, all of the fame that he has. How else would I say it? I mean, I don't like Forza games, to be completely honest, but I enjoy watching his Forza videos. I don't play Forza games. I'm not a big fan of Forza games. I just don't like the Forza series, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't play Forza games, really. And I don't think I'll ever get into them. What console am I playing on? I'm playing on PC. I always play on PC. You son of a... Okay, I got killed by the same van twice. Yeah, that's the problem with YouTube. There's a very, very big delay in terms of just the streamer, what the actual fuck? There's a big delay in terms of when I speak. It's like approximately a 30-second delay for you guys from when I speak, and I say something, and 30 seconds later, you guys don't even get it. So basically, kind of having a conversation on YouTube is it's just not really that good. I mean, Twitch, yeah, they have like pretty much very, very little delay. It's like a 10-second delay, 5 to 10-second delay. But YouTube, it's just way too long of a delay. And I even have it on low latency settings, and it's still such a humongous delay. But yeah, I don't have any consoles, unfortunately. I don't play consoles. That's why I don't play Forza games or like Gran Turismo games. I'd be happy to get into Gran Turismo games. Those games, I'd enjoy playing Gran Turismo games. But Forza games, unfortunately, they're not my style. I don't like Forza games, unfortunately. I mean, I was planning on getting Windows 10 to play Forza Horizon 3 and stuff, but in the end, that just kind of dropped through. It never happened, partially because Windows 10 is expensive. Not nearly as expensive as buying an Xbox One, a brand new Xbox One, but it's still pretty expensive. $150 to throw at Windows 10 is a lot of money to throw. Which some people just don't have that kind of money to throw away. Especially since the current operating system I'm running on my PC works perfectly fine. And I know I could have gotten Windows 10 free in the past, but at the time, I didn't really have a reason to upgrade to Windows 10, because again, Windows 7 for me works perfectly fine. But Windows 10, and then after they got like a few weeks after they removed the free Windows 10 thing, they said, oh, there's going to be Windows 10 exclusive games on there. So basically, yeah, some of us just basically shot ourselves in the foot by not getting the Windows 10 update. And then Microsoft just kind of, money-hungry Microsoft just basically tells us right after the free version goes away that they're bringing in Windows 10 exclusive games. Which is really dumb. Microsoft is rich enough already, so they could afford to lose a little bit of money, I can assure you that. They already make a ton of money off the Forza series. It's ridiculous how much money they make off the Forza series. And they get all the praise on the Forza series. I don't know what they're doing either. But I'll be completely honest, I really don't like the Forza Motorsport franchise. Looking at the Forza Motorsport franchise, I mean, from Forza's 1 to 4, it was mostly different. Forza's 3 and 4 were not too different. They added on from each other. Actually, Forza 1 and 2, those are the games that are just kind of the best Forza games, because they were completely different from each other as far as I can tell. But then the Motorsport series started going on a downturn. They released 3 and there was a big major difference, but then they released 4 and it wasn't too big of a difference. I mean, some added tracks, more added cars, but at the same time, it's still the same game in the end. And then the same thing happened with Motorsport, Forza Motorsport 5 and 6. Those were basically direct copy and paste of each other in the end. Horizon, the only Forza game that really just does things differently most of the time is the Horizon series. But at the same time, you know, it's just a map change between the different Horizon games. A lot more additional cars, a few other just game modes added in. But at the same time, it's still the same game in the end. But the fact that they choose a different map is just what differentiates it from other Horizon games. I mean, not hating on the series, but that's just my view. And then other people just kind of defend the Forza Horizon, the Forza Motorsport series. They're like, people play Forza because of the physics. Well, why not just play one version of the Motorsport game? Instead of just buying every single one of them. That's what I don't really get. I mean, I understand the Forza franchise is pretty nice, I guess, but at the same time, you know, they're just mostly just copying and pasting stuff from their other games. And just basically saying, oh, it's a new game, and then they get all the praise. Which is so dumb. Meanwhile, game companies like Ivory Tower try out brand new things with their games, and they get pretty much zero praise saying, oh, your game sucks, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't work properly, blah, blah, blah. I mean, so what if it doesn't work properly? I mean, yeah, it's not Forza levels of quality, but to be completely honest, if they were gonna go towards Forza levels of quality, then that would be rather boring. It'd just feel like another Forza game if they did like Forza levels of quality. But yeah, it seems like again the Crew 2 is going for a nice just step in the right direction. It's a completely different from the first version of the game. I mean, recycled map, yeah, but it's still different as well. Kind of a recycled map, but they also modified it. What do I think of the Crew? Well, the Crew, okay, for the record, the Crew was a pretty good game from the start. The physics weren't that good, yes, but the game ran perfectly fine in the first version of the game before Wild Run or any other major updates came out. But then Wild Run came out, and the optimization kind of just went to crap. With the updated graphics, quote-unquote updated rendering distance, even though all they really did was just remove the fog effect from the before Wild Run update. But pretty much the Crew, the Crew is a pretty good game. I mean, it's not perfect. No games are perfect. You can try and develop a game to be as perfect as possible, but it's still not going to come out perfect. There's still going to be bugs in the game, no matter how hard you try to make it as perfect as possible. I need a drink of water. My throat's drying up. I mean, I love the Test Drive Unlimited 2 the Test Drive Unlimited 2 game. It was a great game. The graphics were great. A lot of people said that the graphics are actually worse compared to Test Drive Unlimited. I disagree. Test Drive Unlimited 2 looked kind of outdated in terms of graphics. At the time, it had very good graphics, yes, but now it's just kind of the graphics aren't that good anymore. But yeah, Test Drive Unlimited 2 was a great game. I mean, there were some recycled assets of the game. They had a different physics engine from the last one. Because the game, Test Drive Unlimited 2 is about driving. Not just like drifting around like a mofo and so forth. Test Drive Unlimited 2 is about driving. Just pure on cruising and driving. But unfortunately, pretty much like like 85% of the player fan base just basically hated the game for unknown reasons. It's like, it's not Test Drive Unlimited. Well, yeah, obviously it's not Test Drive Unlimited because it says Test Drive Unlimited 2. Moron. Basically. But yeah, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent. But The Crew is a great game, yes. But basically, it's not perfect. And like I said, no game's gonna be perfect. There's always gonna be some kind of bugs lurking around. But to be completely honest, if the developers actually had a proper plan with The Crew when they first released it, then most of these issues would have never come up with the game. If they properly tested every single aspect of the game, that wouldn't have happened. But here's the thing as well that makes me, holy crap, that scared the crap out of me. But basically, here's how I would say this. The Crew seems like an early access game, partially because of the fact that, you know, the developers just basically added in features that were mainly just for like testing the game in the end. I'm not saying this game is an early access game, but it really feels like it, since the developers are just trying stuff out and so forth. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them trying it out. They could trying things out. The game still runs pretty darn well if you just play it normally and play cautiously. I mean, yeah, stuff like this happens, but if you play the game and you get used to it, then stuff like that won't really happen to you. But yeah, like I said, the Crew feels like an early access game, because the first version came out and it was pretty good. Then they released Wild Run kind of to test out to see how a graphics update would make the game engine, how the game engine would react to all the stuff they added in, better quality textures and so forth. And that did work for the most part, and they also tested out the Wild Run update to see how that would work, which that came into the Crew 2 as a toned down version. They also added free drive stunts, free drive challenges. They just added in a bunch of stuff that kind of just to see how the game engine would react. And the game engine did react really well. However, the graphics update wasn't 100% necessary. I mean, those that complained about the graphics could just, you know, shut up, I guess. The Crew 2 versus Forza Horizon 3. I'd say the Crew 2 is looks a lot more fun than Forza Horizon 3. I mean, like I said before, if you play Forza Horizon 3 from the start, before like all the DLCs came out and you completed the game, then there's basically nothing else for you to do, really. Because once you complete all of the, pretty much the whole entire career, max out all your HQs and so forth. And yeah. So yeah, basically, Forza Horizon 3 had a great concept at the start, and then they just kind of started adding in DLC cars over time. And for the players that have already completed the game, then there'll just be basically nothing for them to do. I mean, yeah, play around with the cars a little bit online, but after a while, that just would get boring. But then they added in like Blizzard Mountain and so forth. But basically, how would I say this? The Crew 2 feels like it has a lot more replayability value than Forza Horizon 3. I mean, Forza Horizon 3, you just complete the game once, you play through the story however you like it, and once you're done, that's it. You have nothing else to do, really. You have no more fans to gain, you have nothing else to really do. But with the Crew 2, once you finish one faction, and you, like, just are done playing with it, you can play another faction, another family, and another one, and you'll have a lot of replayability value with the game. That's what's good. And in the future, I can assure you that the Crew 2 is going to be adding more features to the game. More additional ways to play the game and have fun. But yeah, I don't know how long the whole entire story is going to be going with the families of the game. I don't know how long they're going to be. Hopefully each one will be like a good couple of hours in length, so you'll be playing for the game for a good couple of weeks or something like that. And just complete it. So basically there'll be just plenty of replayability value. And that's what I like about the Crew 2 as well. I forgot to mention. The fact that you don't even have to touch the other families of the game, that's what I like about the Crew 2. Forza Horizon 3, it gives you the option to do whatever you want, but at the same time, it just kind of forces you to go along your own, go along a journey, a preset journey. With the Crew 2, you don't have to follow a preset journey. You could, if you want to play with the cars only, then go for it. If you want to play with the boats only, fine, go ahead. If you want to play with the planes only, go ahead. Do whatever you want. That's what the Crew 2 is really about. Yeah, the Crew 2 is definitely breaking off of underground stream racing. They actually specifically said it's going for more of just competitive racing. But at the same time, the whole entire underground stream racing thing is probably what... how would I say this? Basically, focusing on underground street racing as a story is what mainly makes manufacturers look away from your games. That's probably why certain manufacturers like Audi or whatever didn't appear in this game, but they appeared in the Crew 2, because the Crew 2 is mainly veering away from a story about drug dealers, drug smuggling, and so forth. It's going away from that. And it's just pure street racing now. To be kind of like Midnight Club. But yeah, that's probably why a lot of manufacturers just kind of turned away from the Crew, just because of its drug dealing storyline. That's probably why Audi pulled away from the game at the last minute, and so forth. And so yeah, that's probably why we're gonna be seeing a lot of new manufacturers coming into the Crew too. I'm hoping to see like Lexus, like the LFA, some other Lexus car as well. I'm hoping to see more open-top cars as well with the new optimized game engine. There's a lot of stuff that the game's just probably going to have, but we can't confirm yet because the developers are hiding most of the content additions into the game, just to kind of get us all hyped up and ready for the game. Yeah, that made it different from others, but at the same time, that's kind of what they really had to do. Made it different. Actually, no, yeah. That's what the Crew is really about, the series. It's doing something different from just your average run-of-the-mill racing game companies. I mean, how many racing games out there have, like, boat racing and car racing and plane racing as well? And, of course, bike racing at the same time. Not a lot of games. There's seriously not a lot of games. I mean, the Crew was actually going for mainly like a Midnight Club vibe at first. Very much, because they had bike racing and car racing, and now they've just expanded it to plane racing as well and boat racing, just to appeal to everyone. They're kind of trying to go for like more of a toned-down Grand Theft Auto game, in a way. That's what I'm thinking. That's what, yeah, but like I said, that's what the Crew series is mainly about. It's mainly just being different, trying different things, not just basically being, how would I say this? Basically being built on an assembly line. The Crew's not just basically being built on an assembly line like every other game, following the same path as every other game. The Crew franchise is just breaking away from all of just the parts that make a racing game what a racing game is, and just trying new things. That's what it was always about. Oh god. A good amount of time, if you know what I mean, bruh. You want to get banned, Kappa? You're still on vacation, by the way, Speed Booster? I can't believe you're still on vacation. Are you gonna be gone for like an entire month? No, instead of saying hello from vacation, Speed Booster, you should have said hello from the other side. Since we're on two sides of the world. Well, yeah, I really like what they've done with the Crew 2 as well. I mean, it's still gonna have some features of the first version of the game, definitely. They're not gonna be throwing away certain parts of the game entirely. Some parts are still going to stay, but they're just gonna be more just made to look like it's not a direct copy and paste from the first version. You're away for an entire month? Are you nuts? Hanging out with your grandma? What? Until 4th of August, okay. Well, you should have taken your PC with you. Is Romania on the opposite side of the world? I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, I'm not against what the developers of Ivory Tower did. This is definitely a big step in the right direction for the series of the game. We're making a much more better looking game, more optimized, just overall more fun, with no limits. The Crew 2 is definitely a big step up. That'll just give like Forza games a run for their money. And even the Grand Theft Auto series a run for their money as well, because the Grand Theft Auto series doesn't actually have licensed vehicles in them. And the other thing as well, what if the Crew 3 still has the same map? I don't think they'll do that again. I don't think they're gonna make another map. recycle the same exact map again. I think on the 3rd installment of the series, they're gonna go for a new map. Hopefully. Because if they start using the same map over and over again, then that'll be kind of concerning. You're going to a wedding party tomorrow? No, the picture with the Lambo door open, that's not actually a feature that we're going to be having. I'm pretty sure that's actually the developer build of the game. Since every single game will always have developer tools in them. Features that the developers can do, but the players can't actually do. Same thing with Forza Horizon 3 as well. They had a developer build of the game as well, which was leaked to everybody else, and in that developer build, they like had options to do like open up the doors in free roam, options to take the roof down in free roam with Forza Horizon 3. I mean, there's always going to be developer options for the game. So that kind of feature of the doors with the Lambos opening and so forth, that's not going to happen. And chances are being able to get out of your car, that's not going to happen either, because that would just be kind of that would just basically be kind of copying Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, they're gonna rebuild some parts of the cities. What do you mean full control of your car? What do you mean full control of your car? What do you mean by that? What are you on about? You do have full control of your car. What do you mean, like full assist steering? Obviously, you'll have the option to turn off full assist steering. And from the gameplay footage of the Crew 2, it seems like they've actually fixed the weird wheel shuffling bug. As you can see, the wheel's kind of like shuffling left to right because the game's kind of balancing it out. So it seems like they got rid of that. It seems like they're kind of toning down the assists of the game as well. But yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what the game for sure has to offer the Crew 2. Nice drift. The whole USA, what do you mean, with the boats and planes and so forth? I'm pretty sure yes. I wouldn't know though, we don't actually have pictures of the map leaked. I don't really want to make assumptions as to what the game is, I kind of just don't want to like somehow jinx it, I just want to kind of be surprised when I play the beta of the game to see features of what the game is going to have. Features that the game's going to have. Damn traffic. That's how you overtake a trafficker. Oh no. Race Driver Grid, are you laughing? Are you having a laugh? Do you know how long it took me to actually complete that game? I would be glad to do a stream of that, but not on like the hardest difficulty. I'd probably put it on medium because on the hardest difficulty it was already a pain in the butt for me. I played it on like, well, okay, it wasn't the hardest difficulty. I didn't put it on extreme. I think it was the second hardest difficulty. But yeah, Race Driver Grid, that was... I don't think I'll play that ever again, to be completely honest. Wait, hold on. I don't know. I don't know about that feature about the windows and the headlights on and off. I assume the headlights on and off, yeah, I'm pretty sure that might be a thing. Because in the trailer, they actually showcased a Porsche 911 GT3 drifting into frame, and in the background there was actually a Camaro ZL1 with its lights off for like a millisecond, and then they turned on. It was like a blink and you miss moment. If you actually go to my analysis video of the Crew 2 E3 trailer, you will actually see what I'm talking about. I do discuss that in that video. What do you mean we'll stream it? Race Driver Grid doesn't have multiplayer anymore. They got rid of the servers. Race Driver Grid does not have multiplayer servers anymore. They got rid of them. What's my favorite car? I don't have one. Picking your favorite car just doesn't work for me because it always changes every single time. So I just don't have a favorite really. I don't personally have a favorite one, to be completely honest. But yeah. I mean, there are some cars I do like more than others, just because of their design cues, but mostly I like all kinds of cars. Just because each one of them has a unique design feature to them. So I don't have a favorite. Although I do have two cars that I would actually like to own someday, which probably would never happen. But I do have them on my bucket list of owning someday. Which would be a 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, which I would spec out to be as I would like it, and I would that would be the family car for everything. The Stingray, which version of the Stingray? But yeah, I'd get a 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia for the daily driver in my household, and then I'll get a 2018 Porsche 911 GT3 stick shift version for the weekend car. Which unfortunately I would not be able to get the Giulia Quadrifoglio as a manual, since in the US we don't get it because of crash safety reasons. I hope that's in the game in the future for the Crew 2. I hope the Giulia Quadrifoglio will be in the Crew 2, or at least the Giulia, and then make it look like the Giulia Quadrifoglio in Perf Spec with the visual parts. God damn it, get out of my way. The Giulia I don't know what it is. The Giulia is a cool car. I mean, I would like to have it as a stick shift, to be completely honest. But that would probably never happen since crash safety ratings. But the Giulia just seems like it's a really nice looking car from what I can see, and I've heard from a lot of reviewers that praised the car, saying that it just no soul. What do you mean no soul? For the no manual on the Giulia? What are you referring to, no soul? What is that referring to? But yeah, the UK version of the Giulia, the European version of the Giulia, GT2911 99991. Nope. I like the looks of the 2018 GT3. That thing looks really nice, and it's just not okay. Getting a GT2911, GT2997, just that would be an old car as well, and buying one as well, that would be super expensive. Since they're only available as a stick shift, and they've just become a lot more expensive over the years. Only because of the fact that it has that stick shift. Everybody wants to play with that stick. What? But you live in the US, right? Zondas aren't completely legal in America. You can't really import one without having to do proper tests of the Zonda, and since there's not too many Zondas out there, yeah, that's out of the question to do crash testing with them. With GT500 I agree, so I'd get a GT350 though. Partially because of its really, really nice sounding engine. Stick shift for life, hell yeah. I've never actually driven a stick shift, but I actually do know how to drive it, drive one because I've watched so many tutorial videos on how to drive a stick shift. The LaFerrari is a good looking car. It's not one of the best in my opinions. Not one of the best looking cars. It's a nice looking car for sure, but I really find the name dumb with the LaFerrari. It's legit translates from Italian to English to being to saying the Ferrari. It's such a dumb name that they created for it. So basically, if someone when they announced it at Geneva, they said, "Say hello to the Ferrari, LaFerrari." Basically, he said the Ferrari 2 times in English, 2 times into he said the Ferrari in 2 different languages. I don't know what the owner of Ferrari was on when he decided to name the LaFerrari what it is, but that's just the dumbest name that you could think of for it. I would be perfectly fine if they just simply called it the F70. Wow, wait. What do you mean, wow, wait? Automatic is for lazy people? Yeah, you're definitely right about that. But to be completely honest, automatic is definitely a good thing to have when you're stuck in LA traffic. Because pressing on the clutch pedal constantly in traffic, that would just give you, how do I say this? That would actually just cramp up the muscles in your legs. And it just would hurt. It would hurt worse than leg day, I can assure you that. Stick shift cars are mainly just for track day driving and not really that good for city driving. The Ferrari FXXK, that thing is cool. The FXXK is very cool. It's a track only car, but man, is it so evil, and it sounds extremely evil as well. When I saw it in Goodwill. Driving up the hill, I didn't actually go to Goodwill. I saw the video of it driving up Goodwill. It was actually going up the hill, and it was wheel spinning all the way up the hill. All 1,000 horsepower was causing it to wheel spin all the way up the hill. That's incredible. And that's a track day car running on racing slicks. Salamander took a ride for it, and he got scared shitless, basically. But yeah, the first time I actually saw a video of it getting tested, when it was testing, I don't remember which circuit it was testing on, but it took a hard corner and was drifting, and the back wheel actually got a lot of negative camber while it was in the middle of the corner. It just bent for like a couple of seconds and then went back to normal. It seems like the suspension just wasn't set stiff enough at the time when they were first testing it, because of how hard it could corner. But yeah, that was pretty cool seeing that it was pretty much able to make its own suspension just bend that much from how fast it was cornering. But yeah, back to the GT350 real quick. I wouldn't get the R version of the GT350 because honestly, the R version isn't too different from just the standard GT350. It just has a big wing on the back, a more pronounced front splitter, and that's about it really. There's nothing else really, so just get the GT350. It's cheaper and just better. Yes, I know it came after the LaFerrari. I'm a car guy. I know pretty much everything about cars. The FXXK is pretty much the race version of the LaFerrari. The track-only version of the LaFerrari. No. Free drive challenge with a drift car, are you nuts? There's that one faction mission with a drift car, and that's pretty bad. It would be so long to do that. It would take so long for you to do that. Oi, traffic, get out of the way. Yes, I'm sure the specs are coming back. Ow. Because if they remove the specs in the Crew 2, that would just be kind of like, yeah. If they remove the specs, if they basically remove the specs in the Crew 2, that would just be a big major thing that they removed. That was just so special about the cars in the franchise of this game. Oh my god. Why is my nose running? The FXXK is not the replacement of, actually, yeah. The FXXK is the, replacement for the FXX. Bruh. If I play Eurobeat, I'm gonna get a copyright strike and my YouTube account will get deactivated. I'll probably get multiple copyright strikes. I'm not gonna risk that. Damn traffic. Oh, I get what you mean. With the drifting and so forth. Very funny. Yeah, the specs are definitely coming back, Mr. Krabs. I can assure you that. If they remove the specs in the Crew 2, then that would just be basically... How to say this? It would just be basically... It wouldn't be the Crew anymore if they just removed the specs. It would just be like every other game. And it just wouldn't be that special anymore. The specs made the whole entire... made the game very, very special. I mean, people said otherwise. There were some people that said that the specs need to be removed because they were confusing, but at the same time, they're not really that confusing. They're just... The specs are perfectly fine in my opinion. They're organized, they're appropriate to some cars at least. Copyright sucks so hard. Yep, copyright does suck so hard. But at the same time, it's kind of dumb as well. Like, you even get a copyright strike from just playing, having a copyrighted song play in a game where it's actually licensed for that game. Which that's so dumb that music guys just do that. And in some cases, the music actually just kind of complements the game that you're playing. Like if you play Initial D without the Eurobeat playing in the background, the Eurobeat songs that are playing in the background, then it's not really that special playing the Initial D games without Eurobeat. It's just you don't take away the Eurobeat from Initial D. It just doesn't work that way. Then it's just another Fast and Furious copy, Kappa. Okay, not Fast and Furious. But yeah, that's the Eurobeat is just what made Initial D special. Removing the Initial D without Eurobeat just isn't that special anymore. Ow. Damn roach coach. Night of fire. Instantaneous copyright strike, basically. Why am I so rubbish today? I'm normally not this rubbish. Well, then again, this track kind of sucks, but in terms of traffic placement. I mean, not track, faction mission. I guess you could call it a track. God. Oh my god. Why is my nose running? Track racing? Of course it'll be track racing. There's a whole entire family devoted to just racing in general. Track racing. Yep, Eurobeat does make it more intense. Eurobeat intensifies. Like, Deathlight, did you not even watch the trailer of the game and the gameplay trailer? They, like, explain everything that the game's gonna be about. It seems like you didn't actually watch the trailer. They specifically said that there's actually going to be stuff like that. And the fact that they actually showed in the trailer as well that there's actually just track racing as well with, like, Formula 1 cars and just race cars as well, the circuit cars. And that's another thing as well, while they probably won't remove the specs as well, because the specs that we currently have in the game are actually appropriate for the different families of the game. Well, Zondar is in the Crew too because the Zondar is in this game as well. And they're reusing assets from this game because they have the right to. Pretty much, most of the cars that they showed in the gameplay trailer that they released, those were most of those cars are actually just reused from this game. I mean, yeah, there was a couple of cars like the 911 GT3 RS, the Audi TT that they showed in the gameplay trailer as well. Those are the new ZL1. Those are brand new. But they also had the GTR 35, which is recycled from this game. And I know some of you are probably going to say that's kind of cheating, but at the same time, if they already have the assets done and ready to go, and they have the license for it in the previous game, then they can transfer it over. That's just how it works. They can do that. That's kind of another reason why I don't like Forza as well. Kind of going back with the Forza topic as well. It seems like with every single Forza game, they're just kind of recycling old assets from their other games. And I mean, again, like I said, I have nothing against that, but at the same time, since they have so many cars already, it just feels like it's a direct copy and paste of their other games, since they recycle so many of their assets towards their other games. That's what just makes it feel like a copy and paste, in my mind. Get out of the way, Silverado. And yeah, chances are the traffic cars are going to get reused in the Crew as well, the current traffic cars that we have, because some of them are already licensed for this game and they can transfer them over. They're licensed as props though, they're not actually licensed as actual cars you can drive. So that Silverado traffic car back there, that's a prop. Anything in the game like, and that Crown Victoria as well, that you see driving as a traffic car, that's a prop as well. Speaking of which, there's one right there. And then the Tesla. Oh, I hope they add a Tesla into the game. I hope they add like an electric car into the game, like the Tesla Model S and the Model X. Those would be so much fun to drive. I mean, they'd only have one gear, but at the same time, it'd be so awesome to experience their brutal acceleration in this game and compare them to like the other performance spec cars as well. I mean, their acceleration wouldn't be that good in the higher end because, well, they're electric cars and they have a very, very, very stretched out first gear. But at the same time, it would be really awesome just to experience how it would go up against just the normal cars in the game. And of course, I'd like to see some open top cars as well, like the Ariel Atom. Bring in like the 300 variant of the Ariel Atom, and then have the circuit spec variant as the Ariel Atom 500 V8. The 500 V8, by the way, that thing is so cool as well. It has a 10,600 RPM red line, which basically means that it's two motorcycle engines mounted together. That is so cool. Yeah, some traffic cars are definitely from Watch Dogs. Obviously. Car interior is more functional. I don't think that'll work. I don't know for a fact if that'll work completely. Since programming every single interior to work 100% accurately would just be extremely time consuming. Also, it's raining in the snow area. Chua. Just. And the rain just stopped. That's totally logical right there. It's raining up in the snowy areas. That doesn't really happen. It snows in the snowy areas. It doesn't really rain, per se. You want a drifting? Speed booster, here you go. If I can execute or drift. Deja vu! I just WhatsApped this place before? I don't know. Oh crap. I just stalled out. How long have I been streaming? I wouldn't know. I don't know. That would mean I have to pause the game and check. I actually have to go AFK for a little bit, so I'll be back. I've been streaming for about an hour and 30. Yeah, the weather in the game is so weird. I'm gonna put on my AFK screen. I'll be back in a little bit. I have some food to eat. I know, professional streamer, so I'll be back. I'm gay now. I'm back now. Uh. Time for drifting again. Yeah, I know, totally unprofessional of me. But normal streamers also do exactly the same thing. They go off to get some food as well. I don't know what kind of customization the boats and planes are gonna have. Probably just like colors and stickers and so forth. Drifto! Speed booster, you still there? Wait a minute. Okay. I'm still good. Yes, of course it's on PC. Ah! Traffic! I already said it's on PC multiple times. I think you've already asked me multiple times as well. Deja vu, I've just been to this place before. Why do you ask if it's on PC? You want to stalk me in game? Later? I should probably say that in the descriptions of my video as well, but whatever. Also, to everyone watching who's new here, if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. If you like what you see. And if you want, you could also join my Discord server. I have my donation link in the description of this video as well. If you do donate, your donation will get featured on the stream as a notification. Donations are unnecessary. I could play with subs, but that would be hard to organize. Especially since people live in different time zones. Wall tap. Looks like speed booster has gone off. RIP. Yeah, like I said, I could play with subs, but at the same time, that's very difficult to organize. It's difficult to find a time frame for it that everybody will be awake for, because I would hate to have people just like basically force themselves to stay up just to play a game with me. Thanks for the sub. Who dat boy? What the heck? Oh crap! I have my YouTube alerts turned off. Whoops. I was wondering why they weren't popping up and the sound was playing. My YouTuber alerts weren't working. Professional streamer. I could look up my thing later to see who subscribed. Daya Yell! Sorry about that. My mom wouldn't piss off. "5 miles until the next checkpoint, except it's gonna take a while for me to get up there." I mean, I've seen people like Tomcat 9700 organize meetups on games and so forth, but I'm pretty sure it's very difficult for them to actually find the time to do it. Okay, you subbed, cool. I can't believe I have my YouTuber alerts thing disabled. pretty sure Arctic Games is online right now. I'd be like, do you want to do something? Alright, cool, I guess. Thanks for subbing. Not many people, pretty much nobody donates, uses my donation link, but I don't mind 100%. I get a decent amount of money off of YouTube. Donations are not necessary. But if people are more than willing to send me a bit of money for my hard work, that'll be fine. I don't want to force anyone towards donations. If they want to donate, they could donate. But I just wanted to, like, bring it up that it's actually down there, since it's kind of hidden. How many miles? 2 miles. Oh, jeez. Man, I kind of wish that YouTube would actually, like, pay me on a monthly basis for how many subscribers I have, so, I don't know, like, make it so that $1 per subscriber. Then again, that would probably leave YouTube bankrupt, if that was the case. Google bankrupt. Well, instead of that, make it, like, I don't know, 10 cents per sub. Because if it was $1 per sub, then I have like $1,100 just from my subs alone each month, which would be crazy. But I don't think YouTube would be able to actually just pay up for that amount. So yeah, 1 cent would be actually fine enough, I guess. I don't know how much that would actually give me though. I can't do math right now because I'm driving. I gotta finish this faction mission. The final checkpoint is 23 miles away. Yes, monster trucks will be in the game. We know for a fact that drift cars in the game because somebody accidentally leaked them. I don't know about drag cars though. Monster trucks were shown in the trailer though. The release trailer. Like I said, watch the trailer and that will answer pretty much most of your questions. I mean, I don't mind answering them, but at the same time, I don't know. Kind of also seems like the monster trucks are going to be kind of like more independent in terms of their own specs, since in the trailer we saw that the monster trucks were actually more open. They were more stripped out. They didn't really like, they didn't have like the full stock body on them on a monster truck thing like with this game. So it seems like they're probably going to give it its own customization options for the future, hopefully. Bonk, wall tap. I'm 2 minutes ahead of the AI, but that's not going to last for long because they're going to start catching up to me on this snow area since they have super grip on the ice for some reason. How dirty is my interior right now? Can't look down. Wall tap. Oh crap, get off the snow! Okay, that was a decent recovery. Oh no! Damn wall. And traffic. Okay, thankfully that traffic car didn't screw me over that time. Oh crap, I thought I wasn't actually going to make that corner and I thought I was going to slide off, but no, I didn't, thankfully. Damn it. Come on, get off the snow. No, stop drifting. Oh crap. That's a wall. I have to drive like this now. Oh no, now apparently I have to go back on track. Then got him out of the snow now. And I think my chat is dead now. So, rip. Oh, traffic, no. I'm good. Traffic, get out of my way. These sections of the roads are so slow. Mountain roads. Oh crap. Why did I have to say that? And why did I have to do that? No, don't. Let's do a little interior view driving. Maybe I'll stop driving like an idiot. We're reaching the final stretch. Well, I'm reaching. Oh, crap, traffic. Don't do stupid things. Okay, left turn coming up. Damn roach coach nearly cut me off. Thankfully you didn't stop like an idiot. Come on, Stingray. Seems like everybody left because they assumed I would be AFK for like 15 minutes probably. And the finish line. Go. See if Arctic Games is actually online now. Holy, wait, what server am I on? Holy crap, what server am I on? What happened to my thing? Holy crap. Apparently Arctic Games is playing Star Citizen. Well, for once my my Discord server actually had a lot of activity on it. I'm not really feeling like streaming anymore after this. I think we're gonna cut the stream. Thank you to everyone who came out to watch the stream, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.